Distinguished guest speaker, respected professors, esteemed colleagues, dear students and participants, a very good day to you all. On behalf of Ashadi Campus Sri Lanka and the Department of English, it is my great honor and privilege to warmly welcome each one of you to this special workshop on academic English and spoken English held under the inspiring theme Empower your voice, strengthen your language, shape your future. Language is not merely a tool of communication, it is the foundation of academic excellence, professional confidence, and global citizenship. In today's interconnected world, mastery of academic English and effective spoken English is essential for success in higher education, research, leadership, and international engagement. This workshop has been thoughtfully designed to equip our participants with the linguistic competence and confidence required to excel in these areas. We are deeply honored to have with us our special guest speaker, Professor Dr. Koel Mitra, Associate Professor, Brainerd University, India. Her scholarly expertise and rich academic experience bring immense value to this workshop, and we are truly grateful for her willingness to share her knowledge and insight with our academic community. I also extend my sincere appreciation to our distinguished speakers, Dr.Avindu Director, Ashadi Campus, Sri Lanka, whose continuous dedication to academic innovation and student empowerment has been instrumental in organizing impactful learning platforms such as this workshop. Dr. Madhurima Dasgupta, Academic Director and Head of the Department of Gender Studies and Social Studies, whose academic leadership and interdisciplinary approach greatly enriched the intellectual environment of our institution. These programs is jointly supported by the Department of Gender Studies and Social Studies and proudly organized by the Department of English, Ashadi Campus, Sri Lanka, reflecting our strong commitment to holistic education, language development, and inclusive academic growth. Dear participants, I encourage you to actively engage, ask questions, and make the most of this valuable opportunity. Let today be a step forward in refining your academic expression, enhancing your spoken confidence, and preparing yourselves for future academic and professional success. Once again, I warmly welcome you all and wish you a highly enriching and successful workshop. Over to you, ma'am, Professor Dr. Koel Mitra.
Thank you so much. In many years down the line, I have not heard somebody so sweetly introducing a session. Your name is Ashani Kaushalya. Thank you, Ashani, for that extremely sweet and heartwarming welcome. It was really wonderful. Good morning, and once again, I put on record my thanks and gratitude to Professor Avindu Disanayak, the director and center head from Ashadi Wisdom Campus. I put on record my thanks and gratitude to Dr. Madhurima Dasgupta, who is a longtime friend and also later professional acquaintance. And it seems that our friendship is only growing stronger and stronger each day. So thank you, Dr. Dasgupta, for being with me always, and you always have my support. Before I start off with today's session, it's only a 1 hour session. We'll make it extremely interactive and fun because learning English only through a lecture model is no longer at all something that I look forward to. May I kindly request all of you? Yes, sir.
Dr. Koel, am I audible, right? Sorry for disturbing.
Yes.
Small request for my students. Dear all my dear students, I would like to request, please, on your videos. So I think it's
that's
very
exactly
important.
What I was going to say.
Yeah. So please, on your videos. ළමයි සියලු දෙනාම වීඩියෝ ඔන් කරගන්න. බෑග්ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එක ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. ඒක නැති වුණත් ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. චුට්ටක් වීඩියෝ එක ඔන් කරගන්න. Right. Yes, you can continue, doctor. Sorry for disturbing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. In fact, that is exactly what I was going to say. That may I request all of you to turn the cameras on, because I will do some activities with all of you in a workshop mode. We'll not call it a lecture, we'll call it a workshop mode of presentation, so that I can see everybody doing the work that I want you all to do along with me. Can everybody turn the cameras on, please? I will share my screen. Can everybody along with me see a screen, a PDF on scanning for information?
Yes, surely.
Yeah. So I prepared this particular workshop today on reading, scanning, speaking, writing. This is a kind of a workshop which will help everybody to first learn how to read quickly, how to also write it down, and also to speak when your time comes. So it's an activity basically on all the 3 out of 4 major skills that is required in English learning. The fourth is listening. That is not related to scanning per se, but you can obviously listen to what I'm going to tell you. So we'll come to the learning outcomes in the end of the presentation and see whatever learning outcome I have proposed, if we have matched the learning outcome of this workshop. Before we begin with, I will start straight away with a concept clarification. So first I want to tell you, all of you keep one exercise copy or one little piece of paper and a pen handy. I'll ask you all to quickly write down something and then also tell me what you have written down. So just make sure you're handy with a pen and paper. Before starting to talk about what scanning is, I would quickly give you a small definition and then we'll move on to the activity-aided workshop. So scanning is a process of looking for specific information from a given chunk of text. Basically, suppose we're going to the airport and on the screen of arrival and departures, there are 17 air flights listed. Out of which, is it possible or is it necessary that we will go through all the names of flights, dates, times, departure portals and terminals, and then only we will come to what we needed to locate? It's absolutely funny. We will not do that. We will only try and pinpointedly locate at the status of our flight. So what we do there is basically an activity in scanning. Even when there is a larger chunk of text, we come down to locate only specific information that is required for us. It takes a whole lot of concentration, it takes a training of the eye, and it takes a certain kind of training to locate exactly what we are looking from larger unrelated text. So we will quickly get to the activities. What I will do is I will put on display a little passage for about 30 seconds. You will all quickly read the passage first. The moment I say stop, I will go to questions and then you will write down quickly the answers. When you're writing the answers, you cannot see the passage anymore. So first you will quickly locate information and then I will give you certain questions. You will write down the answers and then we will later on discuss. Let's see how it goes. This is your passage. Can everybody read the passage clearly? It's a passage on development of lithium-ion batteries. Quickly read it. I will just give you 30 seconds to read and then I will ask questions. Okay, have you all finished reading? At least put a note there so I know that you all have finished reading. Whoever's on the camera, and I can see only a small slide over here. I cannot see everybody's camera on my right panel, but if you have finished reading, or we can do something. How can we ensure? Anyway, I'll just give a timer. I'll just say finished. Now, these are the questions. These are the questions which you quickly need to find out and write in your copy. After that, I'll stop sharing the screen and I'll ask you whatever answer you've written. Quickly write down, there was only one year mentioned. What was that year? The name of the inventor and the percentage value of energy efficiency. Do you want me to show you the passage once again? This was the passage. Quickly take the basic notes and very fast you need to give the answer. All right, I stopped sharing. All cameras on. Let's see whoever has scanned and written what answer. All right, so what was the year mentioned?
1991.
1991, very good. The next question was, name the inventor.
John B.
John B.
Did everybody write John B? Nobody wrote anything else? That is a fantastic answer because in many places, intentionally, sometimes I give this tricky question. The second line starts with the word good enough. So some people think that the full name of the inventor is John B. Good enough. This is an intelligent match then. They have not done that. Okay, the third question is find the percentage value of energy efficiency.
95%.
95%. So what we have done here is an easier way to scan. I first showed you the passage and then I gave you the questions. I gave you reasonable time and then I asked you all to give the answers. We will now change the model of this game. First, I will not give you the passage. First, I will give you the questions here on. This was a short icebreaker activity. So I first showed you the passage here. Here, I will first give you the questions. All of you will quickly note the questions in your notebook, then be ready. Then I will show you the passage for about 5 to 10 seconds and quickly you will write the answers. We'll go the other way around. Okay, so whatever the passage I will show later on, these are the questions. How many components are listed? What temperature is mentioned? Which city is referred to? Quickly take down the questions. Because after that, I will show the passage for maximum 10 seconds. Have you all finished taking down the questions? How many components are listed? What temperature is mentioned? Which city is being referred to? Good. So I will now go to the passage. And I will give you count till 10. And then immediately I will stop sharing the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We will stop. Right. So again, all cameras on, please. We have to do lots today in the workshop. The first question was, how many components are listed? What is the right answer?
5.
5. Great. Second question was, what temperature is mentioned?
10 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius.
No, minus 10 to 60. It was minus 10 to 60. So we are learning that even when our eye has everything in front of us, there is still a possibility that we will misread. There are typical vision tendencies which chooses what we will scan and chooses what we will leave out and not scan. The third question was, which city is being referred to?
Bangalore.
If anybody has written Bangalore, that is a factually correct answer, but in terms of English grammar, it is a wrong answer as far as scanning is concerned, because the name here was Bengaluru. So we were looking for the right answer as Bengaluru. We will again go to the next passage. After that, we will learn skimming. This is your next passage. This is activity 3. These are the questions. Which phone has the highest battery? What year shows maximum growth? Which model is the cheapest? Write down the questions quickly first. Which phone has the highest battery? What year shows maximum growth? Which model is the cheapest? Have you all finished writing the questions? Okay, I'm assuming people have finished writing the questions. So here is your activity. I will keep it on for 10 seconds. Fair enough. Let's get to the questions now. Which phone has the highest battery?
Beta Pro.
Beta Pro has the highest battery. What is the battery capacity? Battery capacity here was 5,000. The next question is, what year shows maximum growth? What year shows maximum growth? Okay, so the line here was, usage increased steadily from 2019, rose sharply in 2021, and reached its peak in 2023. The idea is, when you get the questions beforehand, you have to locate only that information in the passage. If we are still doing close reading, which generally all our teachers and professors separately ask us to do, that, read carefully the entire book, that is not the skill in scanning. In the skill in scanning, you are supposed to require reading only specific information, the question of which we need to answer and address. The third question was, which model is the cheapest? Nobody? It was the third model. Hint. What was the name of the third model? It was called Gamma Light. I will show you the screen once again then. Now please go through the passage once again and see. The idea of scanning is to quickly locate this. This sentence is not essential for scanning in English. This is essential only when we ask you to do a close reading. But in scanning, we are not required to do close reading. We are required to only capture essential information. So this is essential information. This is essential information. This is essential information. This is essential information. Now, this part is not required at all. The accompanying graph shows the growth of internet usage in India. This is not required at all. But 5 years, yes, it is important. Increased steadily from 2019, rose sharply 2021, reached its peak in 2023. So if the question is, what year shows maximum growth? And your answer is 2023. Do you get what I'm saying? This is only about capturing essential information from big English passages. And this is contrary to the idea of close reading and detailed reading. This is actually a form of distant reading. The terminology is distant reading. We will now go to these are real life examples in scanning situations. Say, for instance, job advertisement. There is a whole lot of things written in a job advertisement, but we need to gather and capture only the bare essential bit. We don't need to look at everything that's written in the job advertisement. We will first take the questions. Simple questions. We need to scan for salary, for eligibility, and for deadline. Have you all taken down? I also want to see others answering, because every time I do a workshop, there is one Mohammed Nazmi who's always very interested. and always keeps giving responses. And a few others in this class, I'm seeing it is Deomika. She's also giving answers. I cannot see others answering. I'd be glad if everybody answers, puts the camera on. The question is simple. From a bigger passage, you need to locate salary, eligibility, deadline. So shall we go to the passage now? This is the passage. And these are real life scanning situations. So far, we were doing ice-breaking activities. So we were, taking examples from not realistic passages. We were just learning how to do it. But these are real cases where we need to scan. This is a real job advertisement in which we need to take out only the bare minimum essentials. There's no point in reading everything that's written there. Quickly look at it for 10 seconds. We are trying to look at salary, eligibility, deadline. Enough time? So we will stop sharing. And we will go to the question. What is the salary?
4.5
4.5 lakhs per annum.
4.5 lakhs per annum. Correct. Eligibility?
Train engineer.
Oh, final
Eligibility.
third year may apply.
Yeah, that is also true. Anything else? There were 2-3 categories for eligibility. Did anybody manage to capture the whole thing?
No, ma'am.
All right, we'll come back to it when we show the slide once again. The third was deadline. When is the deadline?
13th
30th April 2020.
30th April, not 13th April. We will
30th.
go back to the slide and then let's see. The eligibility was a whole lot of things. BTech in either computer science or information technology, electronics, minimum 60% marks, and final year awaiting results may also apply. There were 2 things basically. Either you are a BTech in technology in some computer science related field, minimum 60% marks, and also final year students could also apply. These were the kind of deadlines, eligibility, sorry. The next is a user manual extract. This is also important because imagine your AC has gone wrong and your remote cannot operate the AC. So typically now you want to take your user manual out and check how to operate the AC. What will you do? First read whatever is entirely written in Chinese. We will not do that. And then there will be 2-3 pages where the entire user manual would be written in, say, Spanish. We will still not do that. Then there will be a user manual in English, but about everything else, starting from how to install the AC. Still not required. So from the exact user manual of all the things that are written there, we need to take out specific information related to what we are looking for. Right. So the question we are looking for from the user manual is scan for the safety warning, for the voltage, and for the operating temperature. Take these questions down, then we will go to the passage. Have you all taken the questions down? What you need to scan for? Good.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the passage. User manual extract, we are locating a specific area called portable power adapter. From here, we will look at the answers. All right, let's stop sharing then. Good. The first question was safety warning. What is the safety warning?
must
Or
read
the
Say, Shehani, Rashmika, please say.
for the moisture.
Yeah. One of the most important safety warning was about was about moisture. Anything else?
Uh,
There was also another important safety warning. Anybody else other than avoiding moisture? The other safety warning was it should be kept away from flammable materials. All right, voltage. What is the voltage that was mentioned here?
220 to 240
220 to 240.
Anything else? Is it enough to just say 220 to 240 volt? It was 220 to 240 volt AC. That is also important. The next question was, what is the operating temperature?
0 degrees Celsius to 45 Celsius.
Perfect. This one everyone got correct. Very good, very good. We will now go to the next passage. I'm liking how the class is progressing. All of you are responding well. These are the next questions. This is from a research proposal abstract. So at our age, we are constantly in increasing pressure of publishing. So we have to look at call for papers. We have to look at research proposals because we need to propose for new research, new grants, everything. So what are the basic things we need to look at from this passage? We will find an author's name, a year, and a field of study. Have you all taken these notes down?
Yes, ma'am.
Taking the notes down, right? So this is the passage. All right. Let's look at the questions and answers then. Author's name?
Dr. Ananya
Perfect. Dr. Ananya Rao. Year mentioned?
2022.
Yes, 2022. Correct, correct. Third question was field of study?
Digital
Digital humanities. Very good. Digital humanities. Very good. The next is an extremely important passage for all of you. It is internship application. Something that is extremely relevant for your age right now. If you were to look at internship applications, what were the main things you would scan? Scan for required documents for application, last date, contact email. Take these questions down quickly, then we'll go to the passage.
Okay, miss.
Yeah. So this is the passage. All right, finished? Let us go to the questions now. The first question was required documents.
Scan copy of college ID,
IDs,
last semester sheet PDF.
Yeah. So you got that right. Next is last date for application.
15th May 2026.
May 2006.
Correct. Contact email.
internship support at techler.org.
No, this is wrong. There was internship dot support. The email will bounce back. Internship dot support at techlearn.org. The next is one long passage. We will do it this way. Wait. 55. Now, since we learned what to scan and how to scan, I will give you a long passage. Quickly go through the passage and decide what to scan. So gradually what I'm trying to do in this class is I'm first telling you what is scanning, then I'm trying to tell you how to scan, then I'm trying to tell you what exactly to look for if the questions are already known. But now I will give you a long passage and let you take the decision of what you need to scan, because you need to come into a habit of deciding what to scan, which brings us to a larger question, which also means that you need to start taking this decision in your mind as to what to ignore. So because it is a long passage, most of the things are supposed to be ignored. You have to start having that training within your own mind to decide what to scan and what to ignore. Let's see. This is the long passage. Take about 15 seconds to read it. What I can say is there are 5 paragraphs. Of that, about 80 to 85% of content has to be ignored. But you will now take the decision of what is to be ignored. In fact, this is how real life tests happen in scanning. Sometimes we know the questions and we need to locate information. Sometimes we don't know the questions. We have a whole lot of information in our mind and we still need to decide what to take away from it and what to ignore. This is also, at a philosophical level, these are things that we need to look at. There are so many information happening everywhere, coming through WhatsApp, coming through, the moment we do a Google search, there are ads and there are other materials. So this is trying to train your brain in what we will really look at and keep in mind as important, and what all chunk of content and text is absolutely to be ignored. Have you all finished locating important spaces from the passage? Okay, 5 seconds more. Good. We'll now come to the questions. There are 2 rounds of questions and I'm producing all the questions together. Quickly write the answers. This way, you will also test whether your mind has successfully scanned the right things and ignored the right things. Finished, all of you? Shall I take the screen down?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Right. The first question was, find the year of first large-scale implementation.
Ma'am,
2014.
2014.
2014, correct. Percentage reduction in congestion?
22%.
22%. Name of one Indian city mentioned?
Delhi and Bangalore.
Delhi is the only wrong answer over here. Bangalore, in fact, Bangalore is also a wrong answer because the name given here was Bengaluru. So Delhi was given in a separate context. It was in the context of IIT Delhi. It was in the name of an institute. So the names of cities ideally would be Pune, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, etc. Next question is, find the institute name.
Singapore.
No, institute name is Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi, IIT Delhi. The next is temperature range.
-5 centimeters to 15 centigrade.
Minus 5 to 50 centigrade. Yeah. -5 to 50. Your electric buses were introduced?
2019.
Correct. So the question that we will now discuss, we'll open this up for discussion, is what exactly did you choose to focus on and scan, and what exactly did you choose to ignore? Let us have a quick reflection on that. Whoever would like to speak, we'll start with, say, Deomika. What did you choose to scan and what did you choose to ignore?
I choose to scan the years, the place names, and temperatures like that.
Correct. What did you choose to ignore?
That cities, some cities and names, I choose to ignore them.
Why? The question now is, Acha, you don't have to give the next answer. Jayanti will give me the next answer. What did you ignore from this passage?
Ma'am, I ignored some lines, middle areas.
Yeah. Absolutely, that is the right answer. So you're not supposed to do a close reading. But do you all understand of what benefit scanning is exactly when you sit to study before your examinations or when you are doing heavy study and you have to read a lot? Sometimes we do tell you to read it closely, but you also need to understand that in reading closely, not everything needs to be captured inside the brain. Reading is a scientific process, but if we just give a lecture-wise directive to you saying don't read everything, read only what is important, our brains wouldn't know what is important. So that is why we are going through this practical hands-on examples to find out what really can be ignored. Sometimes it is of no use. Can Tarushi Himodia give me an idea of what you chose to scan and what you chose to ignore? She was also writing very diligently, I saw. Oh, hello, Jayanti. Is that your brother?
No, ma'am, my son.
Oh, your son? Hello. Hello, beta. You will also learn scanning one day. Hello. Yeah, Tarushi Himodia, if you would like to tell me what you chose to scan and what you chose to ignore.
Temperature, some cities, names, other places. Yeah.
And what did you ignore? No answer, but is your brain starting to understand that there are things which you can comfortably ignore? Not everything has to be read. That much do you understand? Shehani Rashmika has raised her hand. Yes, please say.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can
Yes.
I repeat these questions? I
My
don't
question?
see. Yes,
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay. I am asking what from the passage that we just now scanned, what did you think is worthy of scanning? Therefore, what did you scan and what did you choose to ignore? What did you choose to not scan?
I like scan for some place because I want to learning for environment and another language.
About this passage, what did you scan, beta?
This passage.
Did you scan the dates?
Yes.
Did you scan names of cities?
Yes. And this passage all scan and I.
Yeah, you're giving the right answers only. You're just feeling scared to give the right answers, and it's absolutely all right. I really appreciate that you're speaking, you're raising hand, you're coming in front and speaking because your answers are correct. You actually weren't supposed to scan for dates and places and, important, temperature ranges. So what you're saying is a correct answer. Good. We will now go to the next task will be a little different. I will first show you what I am giving here. Okay, so what I have done here is there is a passage. This is the passage, smart water purification device. You will first read the passage. Then what I have done is I have taken certain statements from the passage and I have myself marked them as whether it is true or false. You are supposed to check whether what I have written as true or false is correct or not. So this is a double layer of scanning. This is verifying whether the scanning is right, which means this is scanning whether the scanning is right. This is second layer scanning. Why is this required? Suppose the boss of a company or the boss of an institute, college asks you to submit a report. So you have done a homework, groundwork, and you have submitted the report. And you have said in your report that what I have written is correct. Now somebody should be there to check and see whether what you are calling correct is really correct or not. So this is a second layer of scanning to check whether the first layer of scanning is correct or not. So when I have written false, if this is a correct answer, you will write true. When I have written true, if this is correct answer, you will write true. When I have written false, if this is wrong answer, then you will also write false. Do you understand? You will not write whether the statement is true or false. You will write whether my comment of true and false is true and false. So this is second layer of scanning. If you have any difficulty in saying or in finding what I'm saying, please ask me to repeat. Anyway, let me repeat it once again. I am not asking you to read the passage and tell me whether the sentence is true or false. I have already written whether they are true or false. You will tell me whether what I have written as true or false is correct or not. So if it is correct, you will say true. If it is incorrect, you will say false. Quickly. Because this is slightly complicated, I will keep it together. I will not segregate the passage and the questions. I want to keep them together so you can have a clear understanding. Read the passage, read the statements, read my comments. Then your comment will be whether my comment is true or false.
Ma'am, I think another point also under the screen. I think that 15 per hour. Another point was there. No?
Sorry?
Another example was there. No? Under this.
This is only these. This is the passage, and these are the statements, examples. So you just check whether my comments are true or false. This time when I will do the discussions, I will keep the slide open. Shall we discuss?
Okay, ma'am.
Right. So the device, I think the device was launched in 2018 is false. So what is your response?
True. True, ma'am.
True, correct. True, correct. You have understood the assignment. The system, I think the system has 4 filtration stages is true. What is your answer?
True, ma'am.
True. I think it operates on a 110 volt power supply is false.
True.
False.
True.
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 I think This will be true. Those who are saying false, no, you have not understood. This will be true. Because really the statement is false. So when I say the statement is false, my statement is true. Okay, I think the testing was conducted in Mumbai is false.
True.
True, because the testing was conducted in
Chennai.
Chennai. I think the device purifies 15 liters of water per hour is true.
True.
True, ma'am.
Yay, perfect. I actually thought this will confuse the students, but thankfully all of you still got it right. In one statement, somebody here and there got it wrong, but good. This is a little more complicated layer of scanning. This is called double layer of scanning, where there is one scanned report and you are supposed to check whether the scanned report is right or wrong, which means you are supposed to first read the whole thing and scan it yourself, and then tally it with the report that has been submitted and do a second layer of scanning to see whether it matches or not. Very good that you all got this right. The purpose of this is to create a certain understanding of scanning, which improves your accuracy and speed balance. Now, this is a small discussion that we will now have. What do you think is one situation where scanning helps you all? Why do you think it is important to quickly be able to read? Now, scanning is an effective exercise because it helps you to read, it helps you to write, and it also helps you to speak. So what is one situation where you think scanning helps you?
In airport.
In the airport, train stations, and also I think heavily in academics also. It helps you exactly before your examinations. In a whole year, you're supposed to do close reading. But what about the category called revision? In revision, we often choose to read what is important and we ignore the lesser important things because we know how to focus and read on specific details. So specifically focused reading is scanning. Is there any one difficulty which you faced today in this scanning exercise?
Yes.
What is one difficulty? Any one difficulty which you think you faced?
Large set of data cannot be scanned quickly.
Yeah, because a double layer of scanning, more complicated. If we have more and more time, we can do more and more practice sets on. Even triple layer of scanning is possible. So category 1 has submitted this report. Category 2 has said this report is right or wrong. You are in category 3. You are supposed to check the entire line of reports and give a final verdict. So 3-layer scanning is also possible. One improvement you noticed today in your reading pattern at the end of this class, do you think there is something which has helped in your reading pattern? Will you now decide? Yeah, please say. Sorry, Devmeka, you were speaking, please say.
Notice numbers and years, percentages, etc.
In any large chunk of writing, not everything will always be important at the same time. What you are looking for in that reading is something called your focus on reading. That focus will change with the purpose. So what is important is for any kind of reading activity, speaking activity, writing activity, we need to first focus on what is required specifically from that task. Everything else can be ignored for that task. Close reading is important because it gives us a holistic idea of everything that there is. If we do a close reading, then we will be in a position to do focused and distant reading also. But sometimes close reading is only time consuming and not required. We need to be prepared in such cases to understand the focus and purpose of the reading. Accordingly, we can take only that extract out. So I said at the end of the class, we will go back to learning outcome and see whether it matches with whatever we did in class today. At the end of this session, are you all able to understand what scanning is and when to use it?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Are you all able
Yes,
to
ma'am.
locate specific information quickly from a text?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
At least I must say this is very good progress compared to fast learning on scanning. Has it helped you to improve reading speed without losing accuracy?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
is very important because we have to understand in this extremely content-laden world where everything we do is content, For our serious study, what we read is academic content. For our recreation and leisure, we do Facebook and Instagram, and what we view is still content. In a world where everything around us is now content, we need to understand how to read quickly, increase reading speed, but without losing accuracy. This does not mean that we can go and then reproduce it in an incorrect manner. And have you all basically learned how to apply scanning in technical, academic, and real life contexts? Did you all at
Yes,
least have an idea?
yes, ma'am.
Correct. Which therefore means that all of you have successfully learned. Oh God, where did this window go? Yeah. So it basically brings us to that segment where it means that all of you have learned a basic understanding of how to quickly read a text, contrast it with close reading versus distant reading, and understand what kind of reading is at all necessary for what kind of learning. Not every kind of reading is necessary for every kind of learning. Supposing I told you to find out 5 adjectives from a passage, then you could not focus on dates and percentage and temperatures. Then you would have to look at the literary component and the words over there. So not every kind of reading is suited to every kind of context. Reading is a specific activity which needs to be aligned with the focus and purpose as to why we are doing it. Have you all understood this much for scanning?
Yes, ma'am.
If yes, then I open the next 5-10 minutes, or if anybody has any questions. I intentionally did not want to make it a lecture where only I will speak, you will listen, because my philosophy is quite the contrary, that there is no point in talking, and people listening to the whole thing, where really not everything is necessary. Actually, let us focus on what is necessary, take that and bring it to good use. Put it to good use. So if anybody has any questions, interactions.
Ma'am, I would you thank for you. I learned something new today.
Yeah, increasingly, I also think sometimes, we overburden the younger generation. It's easy for teachers to go to the class and say, read everything and come for next day. But they have a tough schedule. Sometimes they also don't know when to sit and start. Sometimes we say, you all are lazy, you all are not reading enough. But what we fail to see is they are also having a very tough schedule. Not everybody has enough spare time, 2 hours daily, to sit and read carefully and quietly. Weekends, all right. Close reading is very important. We are never taking away the importance of close reading. But we have to understand that in this increased scenario, close reading cannot be the only kind of reading. We're talking about English, we're talking about learning, but we're asking students to unnecessarily read, which anyway will not register anywhere useful in their brains. Rather than that, if we can teach them what exactly to read in a pinpointed and focused manner, I think the effectivity would be much higher for English learning and for any language learning also. If they at least know what to read quickly, then that 2-hour activity can be reduced in, let's say, half an hour. Yeah, any other interactions, comments, feedback? I'd like to learn from the younger generation how they look at reading and writing, speaking.
Yes, ma'am. It's very useful because I also struggle with these things. And I also struggle to catch up that short words. And I also today I learned how to catch up that words also. Because most of the time these questions are asking like this format to catch these small words with this large set of paragraph. So I learned.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know who will take over from here. Is it Madhurima? Is it Dr. Dashgupta?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
First, I want to tell you, nice to meet you, ma'am. I'm so happy to meet you. And thank you so much, ma'am, for the visit. And yes, I want to tell you same ideas. I learned today differently some words and how to catch some places and how to see that and how to understand. I learned newly, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. My target is to make learning easy and fun for the younger generation. There is no point in asking them to learn in the 1970s style when the time in itself is not 1970s anymore. In a very fast-paced world where you have to do 20 things, let's try and see how effective our learning can be. So yeah, thank you for attending the lecture also.
We now invite our dear participants to share their feedback and raise any question they may have.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Please.
Can I get my chance?
Yeah.
I am Shehan Rashmika, a student of the Department of English, Ashadi Wisdom Campus, Sri Lanka, and I am grateful this wonderful learning opportunity. Dear Ma'am, Professor Dr. Koel Mitra, thank you very much for today's special workshop session conducted for the HOHAS English Diploma under the guidance of Dr. Avindu. The session was truly informative and inspiring, and it helped us gain valuable knowledge and confidence in our studies. I sincerely appreciate the effort you took to share your expertise with us. Thank you very much again. Dear Ma'am, Koel Mitra, dear Madhurima Ma'am, dear Avindu sir, dear Sani Miss, dear Ajani Miss, and all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Shehani. At this moment, I kindly invite the Director of Ashadi Eastern Campus, Sri Lanka, Dr.Avindu Disanayaka, to deliver the vote of thanks to our esteemed guest speaker for today's morning session.
Yes. Am I audible, Miss Ashani, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you very much for inviting me, my secretary, Miss Ashani Kaushalya, to the Ashadi Wisdom Campus. Ayubowan everyone, and especially Ayubowan to our today's guest speaker, Professor Dr. Koel Mitra too. So yes, on behalf of Ashadi Wisdom Campus, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to today's guest session speaker, Professor Dr. Koel Mitra, for conducting today's valuable workshop-based guest session as well. So your insightful presentation, inspiring guidance, and willingness to share your knowledge greatly enrich our participants' learning experience. So we deeply appreciate the time and effort you dedicated to making this session both engaging and meaningful. It was truly an honor to have you with us, and we hope to collaborate with you again in the future too. So thank you once again for your time, support and contribution, and thank you very much to our Academic Director India, Dr. Madhurima Das Gupta, for your excellent coordination as well. Thank you very much again. So yes, thank you very much. Also my secretary, Miss Ashani Kaushalya, and another my co-secretary, Miss Ajani, and all my dear students as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I love coming back to deliver talks here. And so thank you for inviting me once again.
Distinguished guests, respected speakers, colleagues, and dear participants, good morning to you all. It is with great pleasure and sincere gratitude that I deliver the vote of thanks for the Academic English and Spoken English Special Workshop held under the inspiring theme, Empower Your Voice, Strengthen Your Language, Shape Your Future. First and foremost, on behalf of the Department of English, Ashadi Eastern Campus, Sri Lanka, I extend our deepest appreciation to our special guest speaker, Professor Dr. Koel Mitra, Associate Professor of Brainware University, India. We are truly honored by your presence and grateful for the invaluable academic insights, professional expertise, and inspiration you shared with our participants. Your contribution has undoubtedly enriched this workshop and motivated our learners to strive for excellence in language and communication. I also wish to express my sincere thanks to our esteemed speakers. A special word of appreciation goes to Dr. Madhurima Das Gupta, Academic Director and Head of the Department of Gender Studies and Social Studies, for her scholarly guidance, academic vision, and continuous support in making this program meaningful and impactful. My heartfelt thanks also go to Dr. Avindu Disanayake, Director of Ashadi Wisdom Campus Sri Lanka, for his inspiring address, leadership, and unwavering commitment to academic development and student empowerment. His dedication continues to shape the future of quality education at our institution. I would like to acknowledge the valuable support of the Department of Gender Studies and Social Studies, Ashadi Wisdom Campus Sri Lanka, for their cooperation and encouragement in strengthening interdisciplinary academic initiatives. A special note of gratitude is extended to the Department of English, Ashadi Wisdom Campus Sri Lanka, for organizing this workshop with great professionalism and dedication. Your efforts have ensured the success of this academic event. Finally, I thank all the participants for your enthusiastic participation, active engagement, and commitment to self-improvement. Your presence truly made this workshop vibrant and meaningful. Once again, thank you to everyone who contributed to the success of this program. Let us continue to empower voices, strengthen language skills, and shape a brighter future together. Thank you all.
Yes, thank you very much, Miss Ashani. And another important announcement is Miss Ashani is now sending your Google form for your participation certificates. Please fill. All the participants, please fill it. Miss Ashani, please send it to the Zoom chat box.
Okay, sir.
Yes, and thank you very much again, Professor Dr. Koel Mitra and our Academic Director, Dr. Madhurima, and all the participants. Thank you very much again.
Thank you.
very much, sir. Thank you
Thank
so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss. Have a nice day. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Right. හරි නේද? ඔක්කොම පුරවන්න ළමයි. සහ Miss Ashani, thank you very much. You did it very good way. Excellent. And my dear students, you all did it very excellent way. බොහොම ආඩම්බරයි ලස්සනට හැමදේම සිද්ධ වුණා. තව එකක් තියෙනවා අද 4ට. ඒකටත් සම්බන්ධ වෙන්න අපේ මහාචාර්ය මధుරිමා මැඩම්ගේ මේ දේශනේ පැවැත්වුවේ මහාචාර්ය කෝයල් මිත්‍රා. ඕගොල්ලෝ දැන් දැක්කන නේද ගත යුතු දේ බොහෝයි. ඒක නිසා මේවට පුළුවන් හැම වෙලේම අවස්ථාවට සම්බන්ධ වෙන්න. තව ඉස්සරහට අපිත් එක්ක හිටියොත් එහෙම ඕගොල්ලන්ට මේ වගේ දේවල් වලට අවස්ථාව ලැබෙනවා. ඒවෙන් ප්‍රයෝජන ගන්න කියලා මම ඕගොල්ලන්ට මතක් කරනවා. එහෙනම් thank you very much. හැමෝම Google form එක fill කරන්න. සර්ටිෆිකේට් එකට අදාළව සර්ටිෆිකේට් එක ලබා දෙන්නේ ඕක fill කරන අය සඳහා පමණි. හරි නේද? එහෙනම්
Excuse me.
නැවත 4ට හම්බු වෙමු.
sir.
session එකෙන් එතකන් මොනා හරි ප්‍රශ්න මට දාලා තියන්න.
So excuse
හරි
me,
නේද?
sir. I have a small inquiry.
Yes.
Sir, ඔයාගේ lecture එක නැද්ද?
අද නෑ දරුවෝ ඒක ලබන සතියේ තියෙනවා. මම ඉස්සරහට ඒක දැනුවත් කරන්න. මිස් අශානි ඒක දැනුවත් කරන්න. හරි නේද?
4ට නේ sir.
4ට තියෙන්නේ අපේ
Okay.
ඩොක්ටර් මధుරිමා මැඩම් එක. Yes. Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Have a
Right.
nice day.
හරි you too. Yes. තා මොනා හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද ළමයි අහන්න බලන්න. ජයන්ති කොහොමද?
Sir,
සම්බන්ධ නේද?
sir, Manhali.
Yes කියන්න.
Sir, can I ask you a question? Sir, අපිට joint වෙන්න පුළුවන්නේ එක class එකකට නේද? එහෙම නේද pay කරලා තියෙන්නේ?
නෑ දරුවෝ 3ටම ඕගොල්ලන්ට අර රෙජිස්ට්‍රේෂන් fee එක යටතේ සම්බන්ධ වෙන්න මම අවස්ථාව දීලා තියෙනවා. කිසිම ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. සම්බන්ධ වෙන්න පුළුවන්.
Oh, thank you
Sir,
so much, sir. Thank you.
sir, another inquiry. Our assignments results, how?
It's currently marking. Once it's done, I will inform you through the group, right?
Okay, sir.
Right. Any questions? Right. එහෙනම් ළමයි අදට දැනට මේ මොහොතට අපි මේක අවසන් කරනවා. අනිවාර්යෙන් 3:55 වෙද්දි මේ වගේම හැමෝම සම්බන්ධ වෙලා ඉන්න එකට එකහමාරට වගේ මම ගෲප් එකට දාන්න කියලා තියන්නම් ඊළඟ සෙෂන් එකේ Zoom link එක. හරිම සතුටුයි වැඩේ අතිසාර්ථකව කෙරුණා. ඊළඟ එකටත් සම්බන්ධ වෙන්න ඕනේ. හරිම සතුටුයි ආඩම්බරයි ඕගොල්ලෝ ගැන. ඒ ඕගොල්ලෝ කතා කරේ ඉන්දියාවේ ඉන්න හොඳම යුනිවර්සිටි එක ඉංග්‍රීසි භාෂාව පිළිබඳ මහාචාර්යවරියක් එක්ක. ඕගොල්ලෝ සතුටු වෙන්න ඕනේ. ආඩම්බර වෙන්න ඕනේ. මේ වගේ අවස්ථාවක් උන්වහන්සේ ලබා ගැනීම ගැන. හරි නේද? එහෙනම් හැමෝටම ආයිබෝවන්. ජය වේවා අද